So, Chetan Bhagat, you probably know him for his blockbuster novels, right? Well, now he's jumped into the self help game with 11 Rules for Life. But is it a genuinely useful guide, or is it just recycled advice we've all heard before? In this explainer, we're going to break it all down: the core ideas, its biggest strengths, its major flaws, and help you figure out if this is the right read for you. You ever have that feeling like you're stuck on a hamster wheel, just doing the same things every single day, but not really getting anywhere? That feeling of wanting to level up, but you just don't know the cheat codes? Well, that's exactly the feeling Chetan Bhagat is trying to tackle with this book. He's aiming to solve that very specific kind of modern day rut. Now, instead of just a dry, boring rule book, Bhagat does something pretty smart. He frames it all as a story. We follow this guy, Viraj, a food delivery driver who feels totally directionless. The author character then becomes his mentor, giving him one new rule each day. It's a neat little trick that makes the advice feel less like a lecture and way more like a personal conversation. So, what's the secret sauce here? I mean, with countless self help books out there, why did this one connect with so many people? Let's kick things off by looking at what it does really, really well. Okay, the book's biggest strength by far is just how easy it is to get into. The language is super straightforward, perfect for someone who doesn't normally read this kind of stuff. And the examples? They're not some abstract ideas. They're grounded in the realities of modern India, which makes them really hit home. Plus, it's a quick read. You get actionable tips you can digest in a single sitting. It's basically designed to be easy to pick up and hard to put down. And this quote just gets to the very heart of it. See, the book isn't trying to be some complex psychological masterpiece. Its real power is that it's just relatable. People see their own struggles in the story, and that makes the solutions feel achievable. Not so intimidating. But hey, it's not all perfect. For fair look, we've got to talk about where the book stumbles a bit and who might walk away feeling a little disappointed. This right here captures a classic trap of the self help world, and this book falls right into it. It's brilliant at giving you that jolt of inspiration. It tells you what to do, but it's much lighter on the how. The nitty gritty details of building the discipline and the habits to actually stick with it. There's this huge gap between inspiration and implementation, and the book kind of leaves you to build that bridge on your own. And a few other critiques pop up pretty often. Like if you're looking for the deep science behind why we procrastinate or how habits actually form, this isn't going to be it. If you're a seasoned self help reader, you'll probably find yourself nodding along thinking, yep, heard that one before. And because so much of it is based on the author's own journey, the advice can sometimes feel more like a personal story than a universal guide. All right, so let's pull back the curtain a little. What are these 11 rules anyway? We won't go through every single one, but here's a quick sneak peek to give you a real feel for the book's core philosophy. You can see how the rules kind of build on each other in a pretty logical way. It starts with the absolute foundation: take responsibility. From there, it moves to daily discipline, like avoiding the empty satisfaction of just endlessly scrolling. Then it expands outward to crucial skills like networking and managing your money, all leading up to that final big theme: a commitment to always be leveling up. And that's the key balance the book is trying to strike. It's arguing that just changing your mindset isn't enough. Real progress, that leveling up, it only happens when your internal thoughts are balanced with external, real world actions. You can't just think your way to success. You have to build it through your finances, your relationships, and your daily discipline. So we finally landed the big question: should you read it? To answer that, let's get really specific about who this book is for and maybe who it's not for. It really all comes down to where you are on your personal journey. If you're a student or just starting your career and you want a simple motivational kickstart, this book is an excellent entry point. It's encouraging and it won't overwhelm you. But on the other hand, if you've already read books like Atomic Habits or Thinking Fast and Slow, you'll probably find the advice here a little basic and it might lack the depth you're used to. So that's the final verdict. Think of it this way: this book isn't the entire journey, it's the launchpad. It's an accessible, relatable first step for anyone out there who feels stuck and just needs a clear place to start. So, in the spirit of the book, let's make this practical. Forget all 11 rules for just a second. The real question is this: what's your one small step? What is one thing you can do today to start leveling up? Because at the end of the day, that's the only rule that really matters.